Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Penisha Dikwetle and I am a transformation life coach. If you have been listening to me this far, if you have visited my YouTube channel and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel to help me grow my channel, as well as to get notification, because I share insights in this channel. I share wisdom, I share my learnings in this channel, and often I'm very excited to come and share on this channel my learnings of the week, of years gone by, whatever I feel inclined to share about, I share it on this channel. So do that, subscribe to my channel, and if you are already a subscriber, thank you very much. You are helping me to grow, and that is a good thing, because at some point when I have a certain number of people, I can get money. It can be monetized. As we are working for ourselves, we need that extra resource, that extra income, that is going to help us do what we love doing. I want to talk about decision making. There is nothing as difficult as being stuck. There is nothing as difficult as wanting to take an action and you simply can't make a decision. It is so difficult. It is so, I don't know what to say, but it is the most difficult thing to do. And sometimes it is the cause for procrastination. Let me tell you something. Even if you don't make a decision, you are making a decision. By you not making that decision, you've already decided to be passive. Because life is not about being passive. Life is about playing the game. It's a game. We all need to play the game of life. So if you are stuck, you are like a swamp. You are like a swamp. Yeah, there's a swamp that is cluttered with mosquitoes and everything dead. It's like that. It's like you are dead. You are walking. I've had a saying that most people die at 25 and live for 75 years. It's precisely that. For 25 years, you have died at the age of 25, but you eventually become a corpse, be buried at 75. The fact that we are living, the fact that we are breathing, does not mean that we are alive. So this life is given to us to live it, to be alive. There are two purposes why we are born in this world. Because we carry a soul that is ageless, that is timeless, that is infinite. And this soul came here, number one, to do its purpose, to share to the world our gifts, our mission. So yes, questions like, what is my purpose? What am I here for? They're very important. And most of the time, they find us in the workplace, where we think that our titles, our position, I'm the CEO of, I'm a legal advisor at, I'm a manager, I'm a senior legal manager, I'm a legal manager. That's not who you are. That is just the title that you are operating, you are functioning in it, that title. So the main thing, the first point, the first reason why we are here is for purpose. We are here for a purpose that is greater than us. That's the number one reason. The second reason is we are here to do some work, to do some spiritual work, to do some correction. If you don't believe if you don't believe in reincarnation or whatnot, just bear with me. There is a reason why you came here. The second reason is that you needed to correct something. The concept of karma that is in the Eastern religion. It is just that there is the world that we live in, our world, requires balance. So if you left with some things that are not corrected or are not balanced, the universe wants you to come and do the work of balancing that. I'm talking about deeper things. I wasn't going this way. I was talking about decision making, and then somehow, I got led this direction. So there are two main reasons I said, for my purpose and for my correction. And these are 50-50. You can't do the other without another one. So you have to do both. And sometimes we get to be exposed to our gifts, our talent, before knowing what is my correction, what is the spiritual work that I came here to do. And that is an unfortunate situation, because you can look at Hollywood, you can look at music, singers and everybody, and we can see how that goes. Sometimes we find kids are exposed to their talents, and they don't know how to handle it. It is very unfortunate when it happens like that. But that is what that soul, because I'm not talking about the person, the physical person. I'm talking about the soul. That is what that soul created for themselves. Like, you look at Whitney Houston, very powerful being, but it ended up the way it ended up. But maybe that's what she needed to correct, and maybe she will come up again in another lifetime to do more work. There is no mistakes, there is nothing good, there is nothing bad. We mess things up when we put those labels. Oh, this is bad, this is good. No, there is nothing like that. There is just is. It is what it is. Things are the way they are because they just are. It's not because we need to put our judgments there and say, it's bad, it's good. No, you can't label it. You don't know, I don't know. Only God knows why things happen the way they happen. So we came here for a purpose that is greater than ourselves, and we also came to do some correction, to correct some things of our past era. I've heard a teacher say that nothing just happened randomly. There are no coincidences. Even the most difficult things that happen, the most painful things that happen that we don't want even to go there, they happen because there is a reason for that thing to happen. Maybe you've done it in the past and now you have to fix it. You have to correct it. It's not bad, it's not good, it just is. It's just have to happen that way. So I was talking about decision making. Let me go back to the topic of decision making. When we're not able to make the decisions that we need to make, we don't flow. We get stuck in that rut, because now we have made decision unaware that we've made a decision, and the decision is not to take the decision. So if you really need to make a decision that you are struggling with, the best way is to just decide. What are you leaning towards? Make that decision. It doesn't mean that if it's the wrong decision that you've made, you're going to be punished. There's nothing like that. Make the decision based on the resources that you have. By resources, I mean the lessons that you have, the information that you have. What you can do at that given moment. Go ahead and make that decision. I've heard a quote saying that make the decision the best way you can, and when you know better, I'm not quoting it accurately, and when you know better, do better. That's basically what it is. If you need to move forward, move. Don't get stuck in, I'll pray about it. Because when we want to avoid making decisions, or when we are procrastination, we always sprinkle prayer in that. I'll pray about it and hear what the Lord says. I'll seek advices. You are delaying. It's just a delaying tactic, and you are procrastinating. And that also leads to laziness somehow, because you need to make a decision towards what you are leaning. there is some leaning that you are leaning towards. So you need to make a decision based on that, and don't allow yourself to be stuck, because you need to be a river. I had one pastor say that, be a river, not a swamp, because nothing grows in a swamp. When you look at water, if it's not flowing, it stings, and things dwells in that, like mosquitoes, dead. It becomes dead when it's not flowing. So when it's a river that is flowing, it flows. It flows. And you can't even go against the current of the water. It will simply divert you towards the flow. You can try and go upstream. It's not going to happen. It's just going to throw you downstream, because that's how the water is flowing. So we need to be like water. Water, it's very dangerous, and it's very good at the same time. When it flows, it is just flowing. It is just in alignment. But when it becomes like big waves and tsunamis, you can think about tsunamis, then that's when the danger of water is. So that is why we need to make decisions, so that we can avoid chaos. We live in a chaotic environment as it is now. There is that the Ukraine and Russia issues. It's chaos in those countries, and we're sending light to that. We're praying for peace. We're sending light. That's the best that we can do when we are not in that situation. There's so much chaos. To avoid the chaos, we need to learn to move, to flow with life. Life is for us. Life is always supporting us. Are we seeing the guidance? Are we seeing the support that life is giving us? So that is very important. When you have to make a decision, just make it. Don't just sit there and not make it, because when you don't make it, you haven't made a decision. In a way, you've made a decision to not take action. That's what this life requires, that we keep on showing up. And sometimes for us to show up is to make decisions. Okay, that's all I have to share about this. I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.